in this training, what we're going to go over is a few different items. But what I want you to realize is Mortgage Coach is not complicated. It's easy to learn. It can be very effective in converting your client. And if you take this time to set up your account, you can produce a total cost analysis in under 5 minutes. This class will review a few things. We're going to review setting up your settings in the information area, uploading your photos as well as the logo if it's not placed in there, the value of templates, as well as 3 different types of templates and when and where to use those templates. The first thing we'll look at is fee templates. What is a fee template? A fee template displays the cost associated with the loan. What does it not display? It does not display your prepaid, your hazard insurance, and your property tax. Those are considered monthly fees. We also can break it down into different types of loans. One loan you can show as a conventional. You can show an FHA, VA, USDA, purchase, and a refi for all 4 of these. You can easily update the information in your fee templates, and fee templates can be built by Mortgage Coach. If you would like us to build your fee templates for the branch, we will not build individual, but the branch, all we need you to do is send over an email to templates@mortgagecoach.com. Please CC your branch manager in on it and include the loan estimates for the type of loans that you complete. Again, that would be a purchase and a refi, typically conventional, USDA, VA, and FHA loans. Second one is a product template. A product template can be as vague or as complete as you wish. You can set this up for different types of loans. In the examples you can see 30-year refi, 5/1 ARM, conventional 5% down, FHA 30-year fix. You can also easily duplicate these product templates in order to be able to produce the next one. Finally, a master template. Master template is going to be the fastest for you to produce a total cost analysis. It allows you to have a complete scenario for a client, as well as you can build in strategies, and any stagnant information can be kept in this presentation. What it does not include is the things that change every time for each loan scenario or client. Some examples of these strategies that you can do this with is an FHA versus conventional, ARM comparison, cost of waiting, move-up buyer analysis, jumbo versus conventional with a second, points versus no points, and you like to explain that MI factor to your clients, this is another great one to build a master template on. We're going to go ahead and get started in Mortgage Coach. If you have not logged into Mortgage Coach, I would suggest go ahead and pause this video and go ahead and log yourself into Mortgage Coach so we can walk alongside of me as I go through the screens. First section we're going to go into is the settings section. And anytime that I am talking about a section, if you need to update that information, just pause the video, update the information you need, and then you can move forward. We'll start off first. All this information that is in the dark gray area, you cannot change. If you do need to change that, you'll need to contact us at support@mortgagecoach.com, or you can turn it into your internal admin and they will be able to assist you. A couple of ones that are important is your website URL. So you want to make sure that your website is listed here so they have that website address. Second one is if you have that online application that you use, you can also attach that to your presentation. Make sure that you do include a phone number in here. The benefit of having a phone number is if your client was to open the presentation up on their cell phone, simply by clicking your picture or information, it becomes an electronic phone card, so they can simply call you or email you from that position. Last thing I always want to highlight is NMLS and the number sign here. If you do not see it here, you need to update it. Make sure that it is in that window. If it's blocked out and you can't update it, contact us at support@mortgagecoach.com and we'd be happy to update that information. You'll want to click the Save button down in the lower right-hand corner. This is the only spot there's a Save button in Mortgage Coach. Next, we'll move to the second tab. Second tab is Images. You want to upload your headshot. Make sure it is a clear headshot, as well as your logo. It's simply clicking the Browse button, finding the photo you want to upload, clicking on that upload, and then clicking open. You want your photo to try to fill in as much of the white surface as possible. If you do have a sizing problem, again, you can contact us or your internal IT department. We'll now go into our fee template section. Fee templates. What these do is these allow you to be able to quickly overlay your closing costs into your presentation. So they're very important. Again, we can build these at Mortgage Coach, and I highly suggest you allowing us to do this because then your whole branch has that capability of using those fee templates. If you have branch fee templates and you want us to update them for us, you'd send that update information in an Excel worksheet. Let us know the name of the fee template and the costs that need to be updated. Again, your manager must be included, and you can send that to templates@mortgagecoach.com. To create a fee template, it's really easy. Have your loan estimate pulled up or one available. Click on New, and then go through and give your fee template a name. So if I was going to do my FHA purchase, I can click on OK. Now I can start placing that information in there. So let's say application fee. So if it was a percentage, you can add that percentage, 0.25. If it's a dollar amount, you can add that dollar amount. Now, if I was to add percentage and dollar amount, these two would be added together. It is paid by the borrower in my situation, but I can change and update it, as well as this is an APR fee, so I want to make sure that APR box is clicked. I can add my next fee. Maybe it's the credit pull. So we're going to type C until I get to credit pull. And then I can double click over or tab over and add the cost of that. Again, if the lender always takes care of it, I can place it as lender, or I can change it back to borrower. I will continue adding all my fees until I have all the fees that are listed on my loan estimate. Once I have those fees listed on the loan estimate, then I have a complete presentation. Now, if I want to take a fee template that I already have in here built out, I can go in here and I can click the Save As button and save it as a new name. Clicking on OK. Now I have sample presentation. Now I can simply go in and update it with the new fees. Maybe I don't have certain fees on here that are listed on this sample presentation. If you do have one that you would like to delete, it's simply as placing the highlight onto the one you want to delete, coming down to the bottom and clicking the delete button. It asks you, are you sure you would like to delete this presentation? And I can click on yes. I'm going to go ahead and delete the second one as well so we can keep this account clean. Once you have placed all of these into there, what you're going to do is go into your product templates, or if you've had us build them, you'll go into your product templates. And this is where you're going to be able to build out a more robust presentation. For example, we have the conventional 5% down placed in here. Now, if I want, I can simply go in and add a new one. And let's say I want to give it a name. Let's do a conventional 20% down. Now I can come over here and I can add the information that's going to stay stagnant. What stays the same? Our down payment would remain 20%. Interest rate would change each time, so I'm not going to add that. Prepaid days of interest, I can place an amount out there that I like to quote on. My term, 360 months. Now I could do fixed or ARM, but this is conventional basic, so we're going to leave it as fixed. There is no interest-only months or a balloon payment. You'll see over here on this side, the APR, non-APR cost. You can place bulk information in here, but as soon as I place a bulk amount in here, it will gray out the areas, so I cannot put in reserves. So the better practice is to now use those fee templates. I would go into my closing cost details, find the fee templates that I built, and then find the one that would pertain to my closing cost. Verify that everything is correct in here. If it is correct, simply apply the template. Now I can go in and add my monthly cost as well. I can add my hazard insurance and property tax using a percentage if possible. So I'm going to use 0.35 and 1.25. If I'm going to use dollar amounts, I'm using the dollar amounts based on my average sale price. If I had mortgage insurance, I could add that here as well as my MI percentage and cutoff months. Now clicking on OK. The last section I want to add is my reserves. I'm going to add 2 months hazard reserves plus 12 months, so a total of 14 months collected. And then my tax reserves, I'll do 3 months. So that one is quickly completed. Let's add another one. Let's add an FHA, 3.5%, less than 625. So you can see I can get very specific over here in this section. Now I can go over here. Upfront premium, it does pertain to an FHA loan, so I'm going to click there. I'm going to do my payments. Down payment is 3.5. Interest rate I will leave blank. Again, placing in your prepaid days of interest based on what you normally quote, 360 months. It is a fixed loan. Interest only in balloon does not pertain. My closing cost detail, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to check, do I have an FHA closing cost fee? If I do, I can use that standard closing cost fee. Verify all my fees are correct, and then apply it to the template. Now I'm going to come down, add my upfront MI factor, 1.75. Oh, I'm going to go back in here because I'm going to add in my monthly cost. So again, 0.35, 1.25. My mortgage insurance is 0.85. And the MI cutoff does not pertain because it is a government loan. I'm also going to place calculate MI on balance because it is a federal government loan. They calculate it differently than basic conventional loans on how many times a year they calculate. Then I'll click on OK. Now let's go in, finish it up, adding 2 months, collecting my 1 year reserves, and then adding my 3 months tax reserves. Now to make sure that it's all good, just click on another one and then click back over and you'll see all my information is there. If I do want to add that upfront MI to the loan amount, I can check that box as well. The next product templates, now that we have a couple of them, I'm going to compare the FHA to a conventional in a master template. So now I'm ready to build a master template. I'm going to click on New Client. I like a nice clean presentation, so I'm going to place it on marketing. By placing a special character in the front, it brings that up to the list when I do a search, and I'll show you that at the end of this. This is going to be my conventional 5% versus FHA 3.5%. That's the only information I'm going to worry about here. I'm now going to go into my goal area. It's always going to be purchase a new home. In my assumptions area, I am not going to place a property value. Property values change every single time for each client, so I'm going to leave that blank. I'm also going to skip all the affordability section and go right to my product. First product I want to display is that conventional 5%. I can simply now add the product from a template. I can come down and you'll see there's E. This means these are at the enterprise level. You want the ones that are not at the enterprise level if you have built them yourself because they're typically more complete. I'm going to choose that template and you'll see all the basic information is now filled in for me, so that product is complete. I'll now go to add another product. This one is going to be FHA 3.5%. Again, using that template I've already used, I can come down and I can lay that template in and move forward. Now I have all my 2 products in there. I'm going to go to the analysis screen. I'm going to set it up for my basic customer. So 4% property appreciation rate. 60 I like for the short terms because it matches Tillerespa. And I like 10 for the long term because the average client is touching their home every 10 years now. This is an interest in MI heavy loan scenario, so I'm going to leave that checked. I'm going to go into my contact and place in your new home. And then my template is complete. So I'm going to click back onto my home window. Now, if I want to use this, the key is to copy that template when I'm talking to a client. So in order to copy it, I'm going to click into that View All window and click on that search button. Now you can see I put that apostrophe in, or I put that asterisk in the front. So you will be able to now easily pull up all of those with the asterisks in the front. If I click on here, it opens up extra little things down at the bottom. I always, always, always want to copy the analysis. This allows me to copy it to a new client and click on OK. Now I can place my client's information there. So I'm placing their name in there. I can place in any other information here that's relevant. And then I do want to make sure I add my friendly name. Now, if I'm doing a quick presentation, I simply want to go down here to the yellow apostrophes and fill in the fields. So the purchase price, and then I'm going to go to my products. I'm going to add in my interest rates based on today's interest rate and go to my FHA and do the same thing on my FHA loan. Now I'm going to go to my contact information. I'm going to place the city in there as well as the state and the zip code. Moving forward, now I can go ahead and clean up the notes so they are included. And finally, I'm going to place my mouse over presentation and click into preview, notify me when the report is viewed, and add the quote date and preview the presentation. So again, it is really important that you do take the time to set up your account properly with your templates in order for you to quickly build out a presentation that is complete for your partner. Thank you for joining me. I do recommend going ahead and watching a couple other videos on how to build out a presentation from scratch. Have a great day.